the surgery. It's about 9 o'clock now. Surgery starts at 12:30. It's beautiful and sunny out in Germany today. Unfortunately, we had a little mishap in our bathroom. The shower wouldn't drain, so we got a bit of a flood situation going on here. But hopefully they come and fix it soon. Here's Mom. She's got all kinds of get-up to wear. We gave her a gown and a little hat.
Oh, don't forget the panties.
And some see-through undies. Oh, dang. It's not a face mask. Oh. Yeah, so she's not allowed to eat or drink anything now. Ready, Phil?
I'm okay.
She's a lot braver than I am right now.
Just glad to get it over with finally. I can't stand the fear anymore, so now I just gotta give into it. Go with it.
Yeah. Are you nervous to go into the pre-op?
Yep.
Well, hopefully they can give you some good drugs.
Sure, hopefully.
Relax you beforehand, and all you have to do is fall asleep and wake up with a new back.
Oh, and they gave me something last night to help me sleep and relax. So take the edge off a little bit.
And that worked pretty well, right?
Yep, Julia was giving me a foot massage and I passed out on her.
She
Not
started
once, but twice.
She started snoring.
Did not. I didn't hear a thing.
I don't know what happens next. I guess they come in and she'll have to get changed into her operating outfit. And then I guess we'll update from there.
Sounds good.
Okay, we are about 2 hours away from surgery now, if they're on time. How are you feeling?
Honestly,
Yeah?
sad.
Yeah. It is scary.
But we're here now. We made it this far. We have to just... I can't back out now, even though I want to.
I know. So what did the doctor say about your L4, L5 disc?
After the CT scan, he said that it was evident that it was a lot flatter than we had thought, even, that it was basically bone on bone, and he thinks that it may have already auto-fused.
Because at first it kind of showed that it had like 2 millimeters in between the two discs with the MRI, but now with the CT scan, it looks like a lot less than that.
Yeah, he says he thinks that it may have already auto-fused and maybe bones grown over around it, which he said would then be very difficult to put the disc into, and that he might not do that one then, just let it continue to auto-fuse, or if he can shave off the bone around it and still decompress that area, he may still try to put in a disc in there. He said that normally what they do is they open the front of the intervertebral disc area. They open the front, and then they can slip that disc in. But he said if it had grown together like that, they would have to open it all the way around and open the area to place the disc.
For the L4, L5.
Yeah.
And that's the one that would give you the distraction pain too, because it is so collapsed that once they would open it up, then all of your ligaments and everything on the side of it would have to stretch out. And
well, he said that my muscles in the back hadn't been working for years and years and years. Those two discs have been to no benefit to me for years now already, because everything is just shot in there.
It's also causing the rest of the spine above to be compromised, right?
Yeah, and he said that it was like driving around with flat tires all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But now we won't know until I come out of surgery whether it was a 1 disc replacement or a 2 disc replacement. The plan was to do the 2 because they were in bad shape, but because of the 1, may have gone beyond fixing now because it's been too long. I've waited too long. If I could have done this even 5 years ago, I would have had a better chance at success.
Perhaps even a few months ago.
Yeah, one never knows when the damage occurs, but
it's important to get it done now because before that completely fuses, like now there's still somewhat of a chance that we can get a disc into the L4, L5. And I think that that will stabilize your spine quite a bit more if you can get the 2 discs that are bad and dehydrated and just not functioning. If we can get discs into there, that it'll stabilize the rest of your spine going up.
well, yeah, it's important to regain that disc height because the way it's collapsed now, it's compromising the rest of my spine, which is why the thoracic and the cervical are already being compromised as well. Because I do have degenerative disc disease and also already a herniation in the thoracic spine and the cervical spine. Hence is why I stopped working, because the pain was too great from that herniation.
Well, yeah. And that damaged your shoulder so bad and caused a lot of pain, so.
And this operation is supposed to help regain that height. If that works to put the discs in, then hopefully that will protect my spine for the future a little bit more.
Well, now it's time for the countdown. It's 12:30, so we're just waiting in the room here and waiting for them to bring her into pre-op, right? Yeah. Not sure how much longer they're gonna be, but we'll see.
Ja? So. Bin mit? Yes. Yes. Wollen Sie doch nicht? Ja.
I can take that.
Ja. Komm. Okay. You must say goodbye.
Okay. I just walked with Mom to the operating room and it's a little bit scary. She said everything's gonna be okay. I think so too. It just sucks seeing somebody that you love going into surgery and that you can't go with them. So I'm excited to see her when she comes out. just got back from the CT scan, and there's no internal bleeding. I was so scared. Yeah, me too. Praise God. Hey. Praise God. Yeah, praise God. We are very happy. A little bit emotional too. It was very scary going into it, and we had a lot of prayers going out, and I believe that God just healed you. And now the physiotherapist brought in an ice pack for the pain. So now we're just gonna get some rest and wait for the surgeon. He comes in 2 hours to discuss the results with us, and then all we gotta do is get you better. first walk out in the courtyard. It's kind of funny. We were talking with Dr. Schmitz the other day, and he said it's kind of like Neil Armstrong. He was like, when he went to the moon, it was a small step for man, but a large step for mankind. And he said just the opposite about Mom. He was like, it's a large step for her, but a small step for mankind. I can't remember how it goes. Something like that.
I don't remember.
I think I butchered it, but you get what I mean. Anyways, she's doing great. Walking well. Now I remember. It's a small step for mankind, but a large step for Sarah. Say again?
Everything is a large step for Sarah.
I think so.
Always uphill. Always barefoot.
Uphill both ways. Mom and I just went for a walk in the hallway. We made it down 2 hallways and then we ran into Dr. Schmidt's. So we stopped and visited with him for a little while, and we were talking about the electric scooters. They have all of these little electric scooters around here, and we were just talking about that. Apparently some kid had an accident on one, so that's not good. But then out of nowhere, Mom starts fainting and losing consciousness. So she was able to tell us that, you know, something's happening here, I'm gonna faint. And so I grabbed one arm and Dr. Schmitz grabbed her other arm, and the office was right nearby, so we managed to quickly get her in there and sit her down, and she kind of slumped over and was out for a little bit. But Dr. Schmitz said that we need to reschedule our flights because we're going home too soon. We will be going home too soon if we go when we're scheduled, so we have to extend our stay out here for a little while. So I guess we'll talk to the travel agent in the morning their time, and see what we can do about flights. I was just asking Mom kind of what it feels like when she starts to faint. If she could describe what that feels like. So what do you think? What does that feel like?
I just remember we were just talking about the scooters, and then I started feeling really tired and weak, and I was like, okay, I need to go to my room. But you guys were still talking, and then I started walking, and I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna make it to the room. I need to sit. And I think that's when I said I have to sit down, because it just kind of, like, you just lose all your strength. You just can't stand anymore, and it just, everything is just kind of starting to fade in your brain,
and then you lose your strength, you can't stand anymore.
And you get really sweaty and hot.
Yeah.
And then my head started shaking, and just, that's about it.
Not good. So now we're back here. She's safe in bed. They brought her over in the little chair. So what happened?
Well, I wanted to hear the story about the scooters, but decided I needed to have a nap.
I needed to have a nap. Oh, yeah, this has been happening a couple of times already. We went out I took her in the wheelchair to the park across the street, and the same thing happened a couple of times. She just started fainting, and the doctor said that we just can't go out like that anymore. If we want to go anywhere, it has to be in the courtyard somewhere close by, and, you know, have staff come with us just in case something happens. But yeah, that's scary.
But yet, on the other hand, they wanted us to walk and get out. And
well, that's the thing. Yeah, they've really been encouraging us to go get out and walk and just get moving. And but then now you're too weak. Your blood is still too low. And
well, Dr. Schmitz had mentioned a week ago already that we would have to rebook our flights because he didn't think we'd be ready to fly at our the date that we had booked. So,
well, yeah, you're not well enough yet. I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna have to stay, but that remains to be seen. And for now, we're just gonna get some rest and, yeah, talk to the travel agent once it's morning time in Canada.
this foreign blood inside of me now. And I was just thinking, like, how incredibly thankful, so thankful that I am that somebody out there in this great big world decided to go donate blood.
That's so important.
So that I could live, you know. I've always known it was important, but I've got all this foreign blood pumping in my veins now. And it's just because somebody decided to donate blood. And
That's amazing. It is so important.
it saved my life.